Hi everyone, and welcome to Module 3, Responsive Classroom Environments. I am so glad that you are still with us. In Module 3, we're going to keep talking about student differences, in particular students that have some diagnoses. So here are your learning outcomes. Observe and reflect on teaching strategies that support individual learning styles and student differences. You're also going to recognize environments that promote respect, positive interactions, and appreciation for student and family diversity. Remember, in this course, plan to spend at least 12 hours. You can spend 20 if you want to, but at least 12 hours engaged with the course. All right, there's your graded activities that are you will encounter over the next 2 weeks. Now, this required reading, I get so confused because in the text, the readings are called modules. However, the modules do not align with the modules in our LMS course. So I do get a little confused there. They're not chapters, they're called modules. You have the pages there I've listed for your reading. That is a good chunk of reading. I encourage you to spend some time here, really digest this reading. This is where your learning is occurring, and then you're going to have some opportunities to interact with that reading and apply that learning. And so here's your week's assignments, your first discussion board there, adapting to students with different abilities, teaching all learners. I'm going to click in here because some of these assignments in this module, I have given you choices in terms of what you decide to submit. So I'm just going to click into this one as an example. So here you are going to consider your future classroom and diverse learners that you may have. You're going to make real life application to choosing one disability that you read about. Imagine that you have a student in your classroom with that one disability, and you're going to think through what that disability is, how do we define it, what do we know the ways that it will affect student learning, how will we accommodate for that disability in the learning environment, and what challenges do we think we might face as an educator. So those are things that you're going to consider and reflect upon. You then have a choice. You can turn your work in as an essay. So you see here, expectations essay, at least 500 words. You can design a slide presentation of 8 to 10 slides, or you can create a video. So you just kind of reach in yourself and do what feels best to you right now. Don't worry, you will have other opportunities of choice as well. So let's keep going here. I do want to look into week 2 assignments. Oh, and about these discussion posts, please take note that each week when you have a discussion post, your first post needs to be posted by Thursday, and then you make your replies by Sunday of that week. Same way here, responsive classroom strategies. Your initial post will be due by that Thursday, and then your replies will be due by Sunday. So you have your first project here, classroom map. That's pretty self-explanatory. If you have questions, again, use the forum under course home to ask those. Now, here is your classroom, your first observation journal alignment assignment. Most of you have already been placed. I think there's 2 more students that I need to work on that placement, but most of you have been placed. Here, let's take a look at your timesheet. This is your field experience timesheet. You will have one sheet that you will use all semester. It will be due at the end. However, there might be a time or two that I say, take a quick picture of your timesheet and upload it because it is a live sheet. So in other words, we don't want to wait till the end of the semester and then fill it all in. So this is what it looks like. Oh, I apologize. I thought I had it pulled up. Yeah, here we go. This is what it looks like. So you are going to fill it out. When you go to your classroom, you're going to date it, time in, time out, the total time that you were there, and then how your time was spent. So this first observation journal reflection, you're going to look at diversity in the classroom. So you might just put diversity there, or whatever word or phrase comes to your mind that summarizes the focus of your observation during that time. Then you're going to have your teacher initial it each time. So don't take this sheet to your teacher when you've already been there 5 times and say, oh, please initial this. This just get into that routine. Teacher initials it each time you're there. And then you see what you will do when you eventually turn it in at the end of the semester. Okay? All right. Any questions about that? Just again, put it in the forum. So I'm really excited about, you have another quiz here that works just the same as last module. It's going to be a Google form. However, I am asking you to take a snapshot of the end of your quiz and upload it in online submission in the LMS. So the directions are there for that. There was one other thing. Oh yes. So here we're going to look at describing ways that teachers can diffuse situations when students are off task. Some of you wrote about that in your work so far, talking about behaviors in the classroom and how to handle those. So we're going to dig a little bit deep into that in this module. Your reading will help you with various strategies of diffusing situations. Most of you are right on target when you're writing and you're talking about and you're thinking about building a relationship with students, really understanding them, giving them voice, letting them have, pose their ideas for learning. All of those things are very important for keeping students engaged and respecting them as a learner. So I'm excited about this module for you all. I'm excited about looking at the work, how you're understanding it, how you're focusing in on what your classroom or what your practice is going to look like. Again, I am here for your success. Please reach out to me and enjoy your learning.